I'm a Yuin man, but I think Gatabinid country is pretty special place. It's so diverse, you know, you can be on the coast at Cape Otway and on those beaches that I grew up on catching crayfish, and then, you know, an hour's drive away you can be in the Xanthorrhea forests and woodlands of Carlisle heathlands. It's a pretty special place.
In the Otways we're seeing an increase in feral pig and deer numbers, and they are impacting the environment, competing with native wildlife, trampling vegetation, eroding embankments and felling up waterways.
Last year about 10%, but this year more, about 20 to 25% of our property has pig damage, where the pasture is completely turned over, areas now unavailable to us to graze cattle.
The research we're undertaking with pigs is to understand where they are, what their baselines are and what the population is tracking. We're also investigating different monitoring techniques that might be the most effective way of keeping an eye on them into the future, and trying to understand their ecology and specifically their movements, using GPS tracking collars to understand where animals move in the landscape and at what times of year they're in different locations. It's really about how we make control as effective as humanly possible.
There's a lot of myths in Victoria about feral pig management, but the biggest one I think would have to be that your best and first option is to do some ground shooting, when really it's a baiting and trapping program that should be used in conjunction with each other, and firearms should only be used to mop up pigs that didn't go into the trap or didn't take the bait.
We know within our own studies that any female pig over 30 kilos for about half of the year is pregnant, and we know they can have litters of up to 13 piglets. So if we let the foot off the gas and go to sleep for 12 months, the pigs won't, and we'll lose the ground that we've made.
We understand that we won't eradicate these species, but we do know that we as a community working together can manage the impact and reduce the impact. It's an environmental damage that they do, but it's also an economic cost to farmers and to land agencies who are putting money into pest management when they could be putting that into capacity building on something else.
In my mind, there are a couple of massive threats to biodiversity in the Otways, and pigs represents one of them. A population out of control of pigs in the Otways is a grim future that I don't want to see.